Okay, so I'm gonna try and do this video in 5 minutes or less because I don't want everyone to get bored. I got a couple things I want to talk about. So this is my Ruger RPR, or Ruger Precision Rimfire. I've had for a little over a year right now and I love it. This is less about the gun and more about the ammo today. So recently I have been getting into the precision rimfire precision shooting at our local gun club, and I've really enjoyed it, and I've learned a lot about the different types of ammo and how they run differently in the gun, like as far as their accuracy goes. Recently have found the Eley ammo. Sorry, I keep moving this tripod, but it's moving. That works well in this gun is apparently the Eley subsonic. So I did try the high velocity. The subsonic gave me the same groups at 50, but better groups at 100. So this weekend was actually the very first weekend that I was fully ready to go with enough ammo in the one kind to do 2 matches this weekend. The first one being what they call an outlaw rimfire precision match, where it's very dynamic. You're shooting off of barrels and ladders and from prone and standing positions. And I was really lucky to open up, or to be able to start that match with ammo that I already had on hand. Otherwise it would be a completely different story. It was not what I expected, but it came out really well. In the end, it was a good time. One of the guys from Victoria gave me this really cool chamber flag, and also this little treat, which I thought was cool. It is a 3D printed box magazine case that goes on your belt. Belt just goes through there, and you can keep a spare on you. It's easy to grab. This little 3D printed job, pretty cool. So after the Outlaw Precision series, we did our regular precision shooting series, which is from a bench, and I was fully prepared to do really well because I finally had all the right ammo, and I just finished doing really well in the Outlaw series, which is very dynamic. And much to my surprise, my very first group came out like this, and I was just mind-blowing. Should be more like that, but that's what I was getting. And then I shot a second group about like that. 4 in the black anyways, went outside, and I was just like fully confused. I couldn't figure out what was going on. So I cleaned the gun, got out some new bullets, or not new bullets, but actually bullets out of a different case. Shot that, and thought, oh, cleaning the gun must have helped. Pulled some bullets out of the newly purchased case and shot that. And that's when I realized that it was definitely a bad batch. So I went through and marked that box with an X. It's a shame the dial-out number is not easy to read, but it was just, I don't know what's up. I've never seen anything with that much variance on it. If you have before, in your experience, seen something like that, definitely let me know. Here's another thing. This is the 100-yard target, so that's with the good batch at 100 yards. These targets are a bit bigger, about 8 inches. That's at 100 yards. I think that's a pretty reasonable group for a Ruger. Back into the bad ammo. The new batch that I just got from Tenda Canada. and I only got 5 on the paper. Very confusing. So my question is to you guys, have you ever had such a giant difference in what I think is a reasonably high quality ammo, just because it's a different batch? Like this stuff here, I consider unusable. I mean, you can't even hit the paper in some cases, and when you're trying to shoot at a reasonably competitive level, I think that's just, it's not going to happen. I've unfortunately invested in 15 more boxes of it, 10 of which are that same die lot. So what do? Do I shoot them? I've written to 10 to Canada and they haven't replied to me. And I don't know, if I can't get them replaced, I think they're just garbage. You tell me your opinion. If you've had a similar experience or have any advice for me, let me know. Thanks. So again, here's a side-by-side comparison. At 100 yards, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots on the paper, 2 in the black. With the new batch, and then this is admittedly probably the best I've ever shot, but this is with the original batch that I had. So at 100 yards, that's probably 1.5 inch grouping. So I'm happy with that, and just changing the batch of bullets, a different lot number, and I get that. So again, just a side-by-side comparison. Here's 5 shots at 50 yards, which, you know, this is kind of the thing we like to get. I think that's a decent group. This is probably more average of what I would generally get, that kind of stuff, but that's always nice once in a while. And then you get this kind of thing where you get like 4 and then 1 off to the side, but really I don't think that just a new batch lot should make that much of a difference.